Hello. So this morning I woke up and I thought I'll do a random number generator. It'll pass some time. So I did a random number generator, and what this could be used for is Bitcoin, all that other kind of stuff. I mean, you can see I've already tested it out a few times. That's what you have to do when you write a program or something. You have to test it out, make sure it works. So anyway, I'm going to show you when I started working on this thing. It was this morning. I created it and I started working on it. So here's my date and time stamp. So it was created today at 8:34 this morning, and right now it's September 2nd, 2024, at 11:23 a.m. So that's where I am now. It's 11:23 a.m. at the moment. So I just started working on this about 3 hours ago. And that's just to show you where I'm at. Anyway, here's the program. And what it's set up to do is just generate numbers, random number generator. And these are like lottery numbers. Right now, your lottery number for, let's just say your lottery out there, I think your highest number is 75, something like that. So I'm just going to do this based off that, 75. I'm going to do this slowly so you can see it actually move. I'm going to do it every 100 milliseconds. It's going to generate a new number. Every 100 milliseconds, it will generate a new number. Um, I'm going to do this in six numbers per line, as you would do for a lottery. And I'm going to do this on a constant. Actually, I'm going to do a predetermined. I'm just going to do 10 sets of numbers first. 10 first. And just so you can see that it's working. And that's all I have to do is the setup. So the limit is 75 is the highest number it'll generate. So 1 to 75. Every 100 milliseconds, it's going to generate a new number, six numbers, and total set is 10. Okay, so it generated 10 sets that fast. And remember, I have a delay in between these, so here you can tell there's 10 sets of numbers right there. 10 sets of numbers, zero through 9 is 10. So it generated 10 sets of numbers that would be used in a lottery. That's real easy to do. This right here, this is a display in case I get a duplicate anywhere. Because if it gets a duplicate, if I get a flag here for a duplicate, it discards it and generates a new number. It'll discard and generate a new number. That's good for when I slow this thing down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do, we'll go up to 20 numbers, just like the same set, 20 numbers. As you see, sometimes it flashes green. That means it discards the number and it regenerates a new one. So now you can see it's down here. So it's 20 sets of numbers. I'll go it's 0 to 20. That 0 to 19. That's 20 sets of numbers. And that was just to show you that it's working. So now I'm going to show you what happens when I speed it up. And actually, I can do a right now it's a predetermined set of numbers, so I'm going to do 100 numbers this time. But this time I'm going to speed it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it down at 10 milliseconds between every time it generates a number. Now it's really moving. It's really, really cooking now. And this is just to show you how fast somebody can generate numbers and send numbers if they were to be generating for Bitcoin, lottery numbers for Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is free. All you do is generate a number and send a lottery number in, and it's free. So here's 100 set of numbers were generated in 7 seconds. 7 seconds. And remember, that's a 10 millisecond delay. So watch this. I'm going to just take that 10 millisecond delay out, and we're going to see. Now remember, it's we'll just do it again so you can see it. See it again. You'll see it's accurate. And the numbers truly are random. I can send them to a spreadsheet to prove it. But so in 7 seconds, I generated 100 set of numbers. 7 seconds, 100 set of numbers. I'll try it again to show you. 7 seconds, 100 set of numbers. There it is again. So 57. That's again, 7 seconds, right? 57, 58, 59, 60 plus 4. That's 7 seconds. 100 set of numbers again. Now what I'm going to do is And I can also do this. I can do 8 wide. I can do 8 wide. Watch this. And if they said you have to have 8 sets of numbers, how about 9 sets of numbers instead of what what the lottery has 6. Well, so now it's got 9 sets of numbers all across here. 9. You can see there's 9 numbers here. So now it's 100 set was 10 seconds. 10 seconds just by adding extra numbers. So we're going to go back down to 6. And now I'm going to take the delay out and show you how fast this is. And the reason I'm going to do this is just watch. So earlier it was 7 seconds for 100 set of numbers. Now it's 4 seconds for 100 set of numbers. Or 5 seconds. 5 seconds for 100 set of numbers. Because stop time was 12:08. Or it was 11:28 with 8 seconds. Start time was 11:28 at 3 seconds. So it's 5 seconds for 100 sets of numbers. I'll do it again just to prove it. So start time, stop time, and it's 100 set of numbers. So it's about the same. Now, what I've also done, let's say that I want this thing to run constantly, all the time, generate numbers and send them out, so I can try to win me some $57,000 Bitcoins, because one Bitcoin's $57,000. And it's supposed to be free lottery. You just send a number in, you get a Bitcoin. Send a number in, you get a Bitcoin if you match. It's supposed to be a lottery. So if it's constantly running, I'll just turn that thing on. Boy, that thing's moving now. It's just moving. It's going to keep going. And I can walk away. I can come back. And I'm just going to let it go for a little bit, because I'm going to look at the start time, and then I'm going to look at the stop time when I'm finished and see how many numbers it generated. Because just think, if I left this thing running all day long, I'm going to have to hit, win a Bitcoin. I might get, 20 Bitcoins, every month. Maybe I can get 20 Bitcoins every year. That's still a lot. That's still more than I'd make, because one Bitcoin is $57,000. That's more than I was making now Family Dollar. I was only making $20,000 a year at Family Dollar, $10 an hour. When I was an engineer, I was getting $100,000 a year. So why aren't all the engineers doing this and getting Bitcoins instead of being engineers? Because they could be off, having a good old time just earning Bitcoins. They're supposed to give you like 2 million Bitcoins a year out at it, and then everybody can just go mine for them. Something like that. So I'm going to stop it. I got to stop. See where we at. It's so it went for a whole minute and 5 seconds, and I generated 1,490 numbers in a minute and 5 seconds. I'm going to show you how to do it. I did write this. It's not hard. You saw it works. This is it. It's just a random number generator. So this is where I just initialize everything. This is where I do all the random number generation. LabVIEW has its own random number generator right here, and I just multiply it times 10, and because their random number generator is from 0 to 1, so it's decimal number. So I have to make it a whole number, and then here is just true or false case. That's basically the whole thing. And then here's where I do the writing for the stop time. So I get my start time here right when I start it, and at the very end of it, I get my stop time, plus I get how many numbers I generated from right here. That tells me how many numbers were generated. And then I just send it to a display. I could send it to a file if I want. It's not hard. It's just right here. Where's it? File IO. I could send it to a spreadsheet, or I could write my own text file. It's not hard. I know how to do this stuff, but I can't work anywhere because nobody will tell the truth. Everybody's a liar. But there it is, spreadsheet. So I can write to a spreadsheet. It's real easy to do. But Brett Finnerty can't work anywhere because your stupid Carter County police don't want to go to jail for what you guys did to me. What you did to April. What you did to April when she was at Dickson, in a middle school. You don't go to jail for that, do you? Do you, Harvey Burkhart and all the cops who did all that stuff? What was the other guy's name? I don't know your first name, but you were Kelly Smith's dad, Dee Dee Smith's dad. You don't go to jail for what y'all did to April, did you? Down on Red Cedar Rd. So you decided to go ahead and try to just kill us. By the way, what were you doing? You drove at least 150 miles just to get to our house in Collin County, Texas. And you drove across state lines, because from where I am now to Texas state line is about 50 miles. It's about 50 miles from from Carter County, right here in this area where you live by you live by the you used to live by where I'm at right now. I'm about 50 miles from the state line to Gainesville, and then you have to go all the way over to Collin County, all the way over to US 75 from I-35. So that's another, I don't know, 30 miles, and then you have to go all the way up to McKinney, Texas. That's about 150 miles. Why would a Carter County detective go out of state, go to our house in McKinney, Texas, and look for someone named Rebecca Finnegan? And there's nobody named Rebecca Finnegan. It's right after we bought our house. And you showed up in a Carter County police car. You ID'd me and April both. April knew who you were immediately. I was like, what is the Carter County police doing here? And I recognized you too. I was like, that kind of looked like Kelly Smith's dad. That was Kelly Smith's dad. What were you doing trying to serve a warrant for someone named Rebecca Finnegan at our house in another state? I think you need to be in a jail cell.